Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Spider-Woman issue 4. Before I start talking about Spider-Woman, just want to give you guys a couple updates. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 85, and that show will review all the comics I read this week in one show, and here are the exclusive comics. We got Justice League United issue 9, Morning Glories issue 43, Batman Eternal issue 45, Earth 2 World's End issue 19, Captain Marvel, issue 12, Future's End, issue 41, and All New X-Men, issue 36. So if you want to go check out all those reviews, go to Comic Uno, episode 85, which is annotated. So let's talk about Spider-Woman, issue 4. Really great art here. You know, I'm not a huge fan of Greg Land's art, but at the same time, I don't think he's a bad artist. I just think he needs to work on facial expressions. But other than that, I actually do think he's a good artist. And I do like the cover here. We get to see a little ripped mask for Jessica, and it's the Spider-Verse tie-in. It's the epilogue for Spider-Woman, which has extremely been tied into Spider-Verse since issue 1, and I think with every issue, the series has really been improving, which I'm happy to see. I think Jessica Drew deserves it. But let's see what's going on with this issue. So here we get to see the first half of the issue is the epilogue of Spider-Verse, finding out that Jessica Drew of the Inheritor's world, what the hell she's doing. She's still kind of like bitchy, but she's now ahead of this Inheritor's world. Say, hey, I was a prisoner also, and she's gonna be like the queen of the world or the pirate of the world in her own way. You know, our Jessica Drew still does not like her and ready to fight her, but kind of shoos her off at the same time. So that kind of ends that portion of the story, and we get to see a little Spider-Gwen, a little bit of Spider-Girl, who I like to call Raina, because I do not think she should be called Spider-Girl. That's just my opinion. Then the second half of the issue is Jessica coming home and telling the story to Carol. And Carol's like, oh my god, that's like your worst hell. Just teaming up with Peter and having 10,000 Peters surrounding you. And after Spider-Verse, Jessica realizes she wants a normal life. She wants a secret identity. Of course, she still wants to be Spider-Woman, but she doesn't really want to be part of the Avengers. And everyone's like, oh yeah, we totally understand. Go do what you gotta do. So Jessica has no idea what she's gonna do to have a secret identity, but she's gonna try. She wants to live this other life. And that's how we have the new costume with the new artist and a new direction for the series, which is very like kind of creator-owned indie style, which Marvel has been going in that direction for a lot of their titles. So Spider-Woman, what did I think about this issue? I really like the story. Let's just go with the nitpicks, or not even the nitpicks, what I thought was kind of wrong with this issue first, and then we'll get to the positives. I do feel like the story is split really weird. The first half is like you understand because it's so connected to Spider-Verse with this other Spider-Woman, but was it really needed to know what happened to that Jessica Drew? Probably not. I felt like that half, it felt very like two stories, and that felt a little weird. So I would say the flow of the issue was a little off. Also, artwork. I do like the artwork, like I said, with Greg Land. I do think he needs to work with his facial expressions, but his artwork is really not that bad. And I do like the artwork for the series, but I think it's ending. His run on this, Dennis Hopeless is still on the book, but I think the artist is changing with whoever did this cover. So I think that's what's happening. I don't think we're going to be seeing Greg Land anymore on the series. So I'm sure some people will be happy about that. Again, I never really minded his artwork. But yeah, you know, overall, I did like this issue. Maybe it was a bit of a cop-out that Jessica is like, oh, I want to change my life. All right, here's my new costume. Just to go that creator-owned aspect and go that route that a lot of Marvel books are going into now, and those are more popular Marvel books. But, you know, I enjoyed this issue, and I like that they gave us a reasoning of why the hell she was changing her costume, because I remember when it was announced, I was like, it kind of looks cool, but doesn't really look like Jessica Drew. So that was kind of my fear, but I'm glad that they're changing it up. I love the Captain Marvel Spider-Woman interaction. I love their friendship. So hopefully we'll see more of that as Spider-Woman continues, but now that she has a secret identity, can they do that? Because Captain Marvel doesn't have a secret identity. But I like the direction the series is going in. You know, why did I keep saying Jessica Jones? Jessica Drew has always been Spider-Woman. She never really had a secret identity, at least in the series I've read. And it's always, oh, Avengers, Avengers, Avengers. She's so connected to Avengers. And I think if you're going to have a solo series with her, it's nice to see her form her own identity away from Spider-Man, really she has been away from Spider-Man. She's always had her own identity and really was never connected to that mythos. But definitely the Avengers. She's always been connected to the Avengers. So for her to back away from that, I'm really happy with that direction. And I'm looking forward to seeing what Jessica Drew's life is going to be. You know, I've seen Spider-Woman, and of course I want to see more Spider-Woman, but who is Jessica Drew? And let's see what's going to happen with that. So I'm actually really excited to see where the next issue goes. And I really do like Dennis Hopeless as a writer, so I have hope that he's going to write us a good run for Jessica Drew after Spider-Verse. But overall, I thought this was a very solid issue, and I'm going to give Spider-Woman 4 stars, and I do think you should pick it up, especially if you're reading Spider-Verse. I think it's a good epilogue. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, in the description below, there's links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later. Bye.